How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I wanted to collect some of the best pulls on the channel. Most of these openings have been in Hebrew, so you really didn't have a chance to actually take a look at them, or even if you want to go back and watch them, you probably don't understand. So I'm going to be running through the top 9 best pulls on the channel. This is not like a pack opening channel, so I haven't opened insane stuff, but really cool stuff that have like a small funny story behind them. Before we begin, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure you jump onto Twitter, check me out there as well, and let's get this started. And kicking this off in number 9, we have our tin opening battle that we just had recently. And even though it's not like a super valuable card, the Blue Eyes White Dragon I pulled on that video was actually insane. It doesn't have like a lot of monetary value, but I think like I put it at number 9 because it was a super fun opening. I haven't opened stuff in a while because there hasn't been like a lot of new product up until the tins basically. So yeah, we really enjoyed that. This was a really fun video. Check it out. Of course, I'm going to be linking all the videos in this video as well. And yeah, the Blue Eyes is super nostalgic and was super fun to open. Then we have number 8, and that was something that actually happened to me twice. This was my Grand Creators opening, and this was basically the first booster pack of the box. I was just opening this up. I have opened a few deck building sets before in the past, but I haven't pulled a collector rare ever. So I didn't have my flash on from my phone, which I usually have. And so I opened this Exosister packs. I look at it. It looks like a super. Then you can see I'm kind of like touching the actual card, like scratching the surface of the card because it has a texture, and then like realizing I actually pulled a collector's rare. This was insane. It was like first pack magic. I really enjoyed that opening, and yeah, I sold the card for actually a lot of money because Exosisters were starting to get good because of the new Magnifica support. And yeah, this happened again in a different video when I pulled the Labyrinth collector's rare. So yeah, this was my first collector's rare, and I didn't even notice it. Then we have number 7. We have the God Box from Power of the Elements. So this was, I think, the last video I did in Hebrew, and it was the absolute best box ever. You can see the prices obviously aren't that up to date anymore, but it was just the ultimate box, and I don't usually get that lucky with sealed products. So we had Sprite Elf, which was insane in the beginning. We had Starter, which was way more expensive. It was like almost 25 bucks on pre-release. Then we had the Ultimate Slayer, which was super expensive, and then we have the Primeval Planet, which was actually $20 cheaper than what it is today. It was the absolute God Box. And to wrap it all off, the last booster pack had a Rhino Heart when I already got 4 Ultras and 2 Secrets, so it was an extra Ultra rare in that box. So it was an absolute God Box. I really enjoyed that. Number 6, a card that is going to actually surprise you, but this was my 2021 tin opening, and this was when I pulled the Crossout Designator. So why it's actually here? Because on release, if you don't know, Crossout Designator as an ultra rare from that set was actually around $100. It was the most expensive card in the set. People thought it was going to change the TCG forever, which it didn't end up doing because we don't have Maxi here. So I was really hyped. I pulled one of these out of the whole case that I got, and yeah, it was $100 back then. So $100 card, who wouldn't want that? Number 5, we have a mail day, which in that mail day I also ordered Rising Rampage special edition boxes. I think it was 3 of them, and I was like, yeah, let's open them. I never opened Rising Rampage on the channel, and just as I was opening the last special edition, I pulled the secret rare Apollousa Bow of the Goddess, which was, it's so much fun pulling these cards instead of buying them. This is still a very expensive card as a secret, and just pulling that and like seeing it in your deck and knowing, yeah, I pulled that card on my own makes the difference. At number 4, we have Legendary Duelists 9 Duels from the Deep. When I opened this set, it was like super underwhelming. This set was similar to a lot of Legendary Duelist sets in the last few years, kind of disappointing, but obviously the first box that I opened, I pulled the Forbidden Droplet. Everybody were super surprised to have that Forbidden Droplet in the set to begin with. Obviously, you know, it's meant to sell the set, yeah, it's pretty clear. But opening that, which was literally the only good card in the set, was super satisfying. So I really enjoyed that. It was actually worth a few bucks. Back then it was, I think, around $50 when it was released. Now we have a reprint, so that kind of cut down to half. But yeah, Forbidden Droplet, always fun to pull. At number 3, we have our Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 opening. So the story behind this is that this set came out straight after Skill Drain actually went from 1 to 3. So getting a playset of Skill Drain was actually really important. And of course, right away, they announced they're reprinting Skill Drain in the set as an Ultra Dual Terminal rarity. So open a whole case of boxes worth of Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1. And I was like, all right, let's pull like 1 or 2 Skill Drains. It's a lot of packs and a lot of cards, granted. But I started to pull them. I pulled the first one. I was like, awesome, this is really cool. It has really good value. Then I opened the second one midway. And I was like, okay, this is dope. Let's pull another one. Then the last pack of the whole thing, it's like, I think it was like over 20 packs in total. And then you can see me rolling the 3 in the beginning of the video and then pulling the third Skill Drain. So we actually got a whole box of this and really returned the whole value with just the playset of the Skill Drain straight into the new format when it was released to 3. So yeah, this was really fun and actually a really fun set to open. At number 2, we have my first Ghost Rare pull. I opened a Legendary Collection, a Legendary Duelist 8 in the search of Burrow on the Floor, of course. I opened a few boxes of these because these were so cheap because the set was, it wasn't good, right? It had Burrow and it had basically nothing else once the Lyrilusc stuff got banned. So this was, I think, second pack in or something like that, my first Ghost Rare pull. It's actually so much fun. The new Ghost Rares are, you know, some people say they're a little bit grayer, but this one really popped out and it was a really cool experience to like see this in the flesh. And the first one was a really expensive card. Back when our OTS stores were selling the OTS packs, they were just selling them. They're not for sale, but they were selling them. Now they don't anymore. I went ahead and of course bought like 20 packs of the new OTS 17, I believe that was. I purchased like 20 packs. I was like, yeah, I'll make a video opening 20. It wasn't that expensive, but then really, I was actually looking for the Dark Simorgh for my Floowandereeze deck. Then really close to the end, actually pulled the Infinite Impermanence, which I think still is between $200 and $300. So yeah, this was the video. I really hope you enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun going back and looking through all of these memories. Make sure you leave a comment below. What was your favorite pull? Leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.